Rentaro is a ugly disgusting loser who keeps getting rejected by all the girls he asks to go out. He gets rejected once again, making this the 100th time, and mentions that he got rejected first when he was only 8 months old. His friend makes fun of him and wonders why he keeps getting rejected since he's not an ugly bitch, and also he's smart and athletic. This makes him more frustrated. His friend bids him farewell and wishes him luck in high school. Later, we see him visiting a shrine and begging the gods for a girlfriend at high school. He hears a voice speaking, and we see a head popping out of the donation box, claiming to be the shrine god. He mentions to him that he will meet his soulmate at high school, and not only one but actually 100 of them, so he will have plenty to choose from. Rentaro gets happy about this and claims to destroy the shrine if he is lying. 1 month later, at the entrance ceremony as he is headed to his class, he suddenly bumps into two hot chicks, Inda and Hikari. All three of them get a shocking feeling as their eyes meet. Rentaro wonders if they are the soulmates the god was talking about, and as he goes to help the two girls, Hikari suddenly falls, claiming she has twisted her leg and asks him to help her get to the nurse's office. Rentaro cries over hurting his soulmate, and Hikari starts to like him even more, seeing how sweet he is. As he helps her up, Inda gets jealous watching them and claims that she twisted her ankle as well. He starts punching himself like a simp because he hurt them, and they suddenly get up, worrying for him. He is surprised they got up, and they immediately get back down pretending. Rentaro takes them to the nurse's office, but the girls start clinging to him, claiming they lost balance. As they continue to the nurse's office, they introduce themselves, and they find out that they are all in the same class. Two girls pass by, mentioning a clover with 4 leaves, and whoever asks someone out with it is 100% sure they will say yes. The two girls suddenly start running off, and Rentaro is surprised they can walk freely. After school ended and he prepares to go home, Rentaro gets surprised seeing the two girls looking for the clover flower in the courtyard. Rentaro checks how things are going, and she claims she is not looking for the clover flower. Rentaro asks where did Hikari go, and she mentions that she must have gone to the bathroom. He offers her a drink, but she gets embarrassed by and takes it, claiming she doesn't want it to go to waste. As she walks away, she thanks him for the drink, and Rentaro realizes she is a beauty. Inda suddenly walks away, and then Hikari appears and asks what he is doing there. He tells her that he bought them a drink since they were looking all day for the clover flower. She thanks him, and as she tries to grab it, she gets an idea and tells him that she can't finish a whole can by herself, so he should help her. He says to her that he predicted it, so he bought a drink a little smaller. She measures the drink and claims that she still can't finish it herself. He understands her, and after he drinks some of it, he hands it to her, realizing it's going to be an indirect kiss. As she tries to drink it, suddenly the can falls from her hand, and she gets desperate. He offers her a napkin to wipe off the splashes on her skirt, and then we see her grabbing his hand, telling him to go out with her since she has fallen for him. Rentaro is happy since this is the first time for him to get asked out by a girl. Suddenly Inda returns with a bunch of drinks, claiming she wanted to pay him back. She suddenly gets mad at Hikari for him out, telling her to get in line. Rentaro is surprised that she likes him too, even though she tries to deny it at first, but she ends up confessing to him as well. They ask him who he's going to choose, and he tells them he's going to pick tomorrow. Later that night he goes to the shrine and asks what people do when they meet two soulmates at once. The god mentions that any given person only has one soulmate, but he did a mistake with his birth, making him have 100 soulmates. And the god mentions that if he goes out with one of them the other one is going to die. This makes him freak out. The next morning, the girls meet Rentaro and are surprised to see him tattered, but he finally answers that he wants to date both of them. Inda is shocked to hear this, but he insists that he loves both of them so much and he couldn't pick. He mentions to them that he will try his best to make them the happiest girls alive.
Are you sure about that?
He suddenly presents them with 2 4-leaf clovers, and we learn that he spent all night looking for them. Indo claims it's just a stupid superstition. Rentaro mentions that they were trying so hard for him, and he figured if he gave them the answer and the leaf it will make them happy. They can't handle his gesture, and Hikari agrees to be with him, thinking two-timing with him would still make her happier than getting rejected. Inda gets jealous, so she also agrees to be with him. Rentaro promises to make them the happiest girls alive. The next day, we see him being excited about the fact he's going to date 2 girls, and we see him telling this to a pole. The girls arrive, and Inda gets creeped out seeing he is talking with the pole like a madman. He grabs Hikari's hand, making her a little too excited, and also grabs the hand of Inda. When they arrive at the school, they see a student from the council president, and Hikari mentions that whoever runs in the halls will be chased by her, and when she catches you, she will give you a kiss so slanderous that you would rather die after that. Hikari asks Rentaro if he had kissed anyone before. He claims he didn't since he didn't have a girlfriend. This makes the 2 girls compete for his first ever kiss the lunch break. Hikari offers him some egg rolls to try, and he is happy to find them delicious. Inda gets jealous and offers him some cookies, but mistakenly thinks he eats them with his eyes. He tries the cookies and also finds them delicious. Hikari thinks of an idea and shows some Baki snacks, mentioning that since they are snapped off, she should feed them to him mouth to mouth. He gets fascinated by her cuteness. She starts biting the snack to get closer to him. Inda tries to join, but she ends up putting it in his other eye. Her hair makes him sneeze, making him break the Baki. Inda notices his eyes are all red, so she worries he might have a cold. She grabs him, claiming passing it on will help him get through it. As she gets closer to kiss, Hikari suddenly stops her with her melons. She tells him that in her family, they measure it with their lips. Inda interrupts, claiming that mouth to mouth is the best way to actually test it. Hikari uses her melons against her.
Nice.
They get angry at each other, and Rentaro sees them and realizes that they were actually trying to kiss him. They try to deny it at first, but they are just an open book. Rentaro mentions he wanted to kiss them too, but Hikari explains that he would have to choose which one he will kiss. He claims he prepared a plan in advance since he was too excited, and explains that for the first kiss, they will keep who was kissed first a mystery so they have the same chances of being his first. The girls are confused about how it's going to be a mystery. He explains his plan involves wearing a mask and covering their ears. Using a dice, the girls will randomly change their positions, so they won't know who is who. The girls agree to his plan, and as they start, Rentaro is confused about where he is going, and as he reaches his hand, he mistakenly grabs Hikari's breasts and realizes who she is. So they need to restart the plan, and the next try, there's a gust of wind that lifts Inda's skirt, and the cat suddenly starts clawing at it. She thinks it's Rentaro touching her, and she ends up kicking him away. She starts beating him up, and her covers fall off, and she realizes it was actually a cat. They decide to try again, but with every try, something goes wrong, and they are unable to kiss. They get desperate, and the two girls start to fight with each other. Rentaro claims it's his fault since he didn't give his first kiss and ends up running away. Inda and Hikari follow him, and as he runs down the hallway, he calls out for the principal, making her immediately run after him. She catches him, and as she is giving her famous kiss, Inda grabs her, claiming he's hers. Hikari pretends to call the Board of Education, making her freak out and ending up running away. They ask him why did he do something so rash. He tells them that he loves them so much and doesn't want them to fight with each other because of the kiss with him, so he thought of throwing it in the trash. Hearing this, both girls tell him to kiss the other, not wanting him to waste his first kiss. He is surprised by this, and the girls can tell that they both really love him. Rentaro hugs them and tells that he has another plan. He suggests that all three of them kiss at the same time. He thought they wouldn't accept at first, but seeing them getting along, he thinks it can work. The girls get embarrassed by the thought of kissing each other, but they agree, and we see the three of them finally doing the kiss. The next day, as Rentaro is looking for a book at the library, he runs into a girl, and both get that shocking feeling again, realizing she is his soulmate. The girl backs away, and Rentaro sees she is the librarian. The girl doesn't speak and just points to the phases. Rentaro thinks talking is banned in the library, and as he tries to speak with her with sign language, she asks him why he's not talking, and he asks her the same thing. She apologizes and prepares to get someone else to help him, but he stops her, claiming he wants her assistance. He tells her for recommendations about mangas with romance and with a good ending. She starts looking for it and ends up bringing books for his entire tribe. She apologizes to him and tells him to choose just the ones he wants. He claims he will take all since she picked them all for him. As he goes to check them, it turns out his card is not ready yet, so he can't take any of them. The girl offers him her own book. He thanks her and asks what her name is. She shows up her card, and we learn that her name is Shizuka. At night, we see the luckiest man alive read the book she lent to him, and he gets touched by the story it has and its left cliffhanger. The next day, he thanks Shizuka about the book, and he realizes she brought him the second book. He accepts it and mentions he needs to repay her for the kindness. He buys a drink for her, and she starts talking about the book outside. Shizuka mentions that it's her favorite book, and Rentaro is impressed she knows it since she can find every phrase to communicate with. She is just glad he doesn't find her weird since she never had a friend. Rentaro gets an idea and tells her if he could borrow the first volume again. The next day, we see Shizuka has brought the next volume for him, but he doesn't show up for days. As she walks around the school, she sees Rentaro with Inda and Hikari. They notice how sleepy he looks, and he tells them he was busy at night. The girls wonder what he could be up to. As he yawns again, Hikari kisses him to give him energy. Rentaro hugs her, telling her she is an angel. Inda gets jealous, claiming she has energy to give him as well. Shizuka realizes he has a girlfriend, and that's why he's too busy to read books. She remembers her past when all the people bullied thinking she is a freak. But we see Rentaro come to find her and tells her he has found a way to repay her for the books. He tells her to install an app and reveals he made a copy of the first book and shows her how to select the words and play it out as a voice. She knows the book was never published, and she realizes he has written it all manually. He tells her that using the book, they never looked face to face with each other, but with the app, she finally can. He tells her to try it out, and she tells that she loves him, but she instantly takes it back, telling him not to worry about it. However, Rentaro grabs Shizuka, telling her he is in love with her too, and they end up hugging each other. He introduces Shizuka to the other girls, telling them and asking if he could add her as his newest girlfriend. Inda freaks out hearing this, but Hikari thanks him for not dumping them even after finding someone else. He tells them that his love for the three of them is the same and that he will try his best to make them happy. And we see that there are still 97 girlfriends left for him.